the stage with wild applause for this incredible nurturer and networker, a woman who needs only a single name intro. It's Heidi. All right. I've always been a dreamer. From the time I was this high, I can remember my very first dream. As a little girl, I just wanted to grow up and be Whitney Houston. If I couldn't be her, I at least wanted to be able to sing like her. So one Saturday morning while we were doing our household chores, I was sweeping in the kitchen and I grabbed the broom and I made it my microphone. And there I was. Oh, I want to dance with somebody! And my mom took me by the hand, took me into her loving embrace, and she said, honey, you sing just like me. You can't carry a tune either. So there went my first dream, but not to worry, I continued to dream, and as I got a little bit older, a little more mature, my dreams evolved too. And then I decided I was going to play basketball with Michael Jordan. I was at the height of my basketball career in middle school when I was on my 8th grade girls middle school basketball team. As you can imagine, I was a rising star. I played basketball for the team, and in the evenings I coached bitty basketball, so 4- and 5-year-old little kids running up and down the court, trying to throw the ball granny style up at the basket. It was a thing to see. In addition to that, every Saturday at 11 o'clock, like clockwork, I would ride my bike to the middle school. It was about 2 miles away from my house. And I would play basketball on a court where no one else looked like me. The other players were 35-year-old men. I was a 13-year-old girl. To say that I was the fairest of them all is to tell the truth. So there I was on the side of the court one Saturday morning, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw my coach coming up. And I was so excited. Out of my mind, excited, cheering that he was there to see me play, and I was going to get to play ball with him. So on my outside voice, I gave him a cool nod. Hey, coach, what's up? He saw me and we made eye contact, and he made a beeline for me. And he came straight over to me and he looked me in the eye and he said, Heidi, what are you doing here? And it was in that moment where I had the crucible moment for my life. He looked at me and he said, the courage that you've brought here with you today is the courage you should carry with you. Never be afraid to walk onto any court. So I did carry that with me. And I went on to high school where I didn't make the cut for the varsity basketball team, so my goal changed again. Anyways, when I was getting ready to go to high school, I wanted to be able to play ball, and the school that I was zoned for was about 30 minutes away. There was no way I was going to be able to get a ride after school, after practice. But there was another school about 3 miles down the road, and if I went there, my dream could come true. It was one afternoon after the basketball game when my science teacher came up, and I was sitting there with my mom, and he said, Heidi, if you want to go to Dunedin High School, all you have to do is join ROTC. And I thought, that doesn't sound bad. I don't know what it is, but I can handle that. And he said, you just have to wear a uniform to school once a week. And I thought, pump the brakes. There is no way I'm wearing a uniform to high school. Well, there I was a year later in my black pants and white shirt and my Navy JROTC high school unit, and my dream transformed again. I went from basketball, where I loved being on the court, to playing on a different court, and it was being a part of a military family. The bonds I grew in high school and JROTC told me this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I grew up in that ROTC unit at Dunedin High School, and I went on to get ready for college, and my parents took me for a ride, and we rode north and went to the school called University of Florida, if there's any Gators fans. And when we got there, we parked. It was pretty early in the morning still, and we went in, and they said, where did you park? Because you're probably going to get towed. And so I knew right then this probably isn't the school for me. So I had my questions all written out. I had done everything the guidance counselors had told us to do to get ready for a college visit. But humbly, I held my head low when we left, and we drove about 8 hours north to Converse College in South Carolina. As we pulled up, it was an asphalt road, and I can remember like yesterday. The oak trees made a canopy over the long arched driveway, and as we approached the brick building with a huge front porch and tall white columns, there it was, a sign that read, "Welcome home, Heidi." And there I was, at home again. The military has been my home for the last 24 years, and although my dream has continued to morph over this time, it's now to spend time with my family and to be with them. Whether I'm singing like Whitney, because they never cared that I couldn't carry a tune. Whether I'm playing like MJ, because my daughter doesn't care if I miss a basket. Or whether I'm coming home from military duty and making my children proud. I was a dreamer then, and I'm a dreamer now. Thank you.